So welcome everybody. I am the Bradley Assassin. This is the Bradley Assassin live crypto stream. I'd like to welcome everybody back today that's considerate enough to taking some time out of their busy day to give us some views. Don't forget, we always appreciate the likes and the subs, as we need those, as that's how the channel continues to grow. Everything looks to be going pretty okay here. We're approaching the 7,000 sub mark, so thanks to everybody for the participation and the continued support. We've got a little bit of news to touch on today. We normally stream for a couple hours. I've got a ton of work to do, and I'm going to tell you guys why. What we have coming up for the Bradley Assassin live stream and the Bradley Assassin channel. Very exciting stuff. So I think we'll try and I got some noise going on over here. My new laptop. Part of some things I want to discuss. But yeah, so we got some exciting news, and I got a ton of work to do. So I think we're gonna run an hour stream today. Cut it in half on this gorgeous Wednesday afternoon here in South Louisiana, in hopes to knock out some work so that I can bring you guys more content as I have planned for the channel and the stream as a whole. Welcome everybody, appreciate it. Want to let a few people hop in here before we get into the nitty-gritty. But as you can see in the title, we say Dogecoin laughs off the market correction, and Elon Musk tweeted once more. And last night, for those that follow know, I work nights, and I was preparing for work about midnight last night, and there was a pretty substantial spike, upwards of $40 million in volume came in, and there wasn't an Elon tweet. I don't know if anyone has any word on that or any news, but it just looks like someone was just, it was just a gigantic purchase. And that's good for Dogecoin, especially since it wasn't, or didn't seem to be Elon related. But until today, of course, he came back today and tweeted, and you can see the substantial increase earlier. And then, then we're consolidating again, but we are back up to 5.5 cents already, ladies and gentlemen. Crazy, being that we touched 4 cents yesterday. So as we touched on yesterday, while it's a little bit scary to watch these dips and these corrections, it's fantastic buying opportunities. And of course it is. Most of the market corrected to a tune of about 20%. So if anyone made purchases yesterday during that decline, obviously there was substantial profits to be made. And I don't day trade. Those that follow know that we invest for long term primarily here. But it's hard to ignore when you are aware that buying on these corrections and on the dips are very profitable, or can be very profitable. Okay, so congratulations to everyone that was able to move into those declines and purchasing those dips yesterday. All right, so we kind of low on numbers today, but it's a work afternoon on a Wednesday, middle of the week kind of thing. I just needed to get on a little bit earlier, as we're gonna have a little bit shorter stream, because I have a bunch of things to get to, work related with my normal company, and then also channel related that I want to touch on. Of course, hopefully those that miss the stream will be able to take a look at it later, as all our streams do get uploaded to YouTube directly after we stream, so that those that missed it or want to catch up on any information that we shared can just go take a look at it at their convenience. Also, we also have to touch on every day. Please don't forget to like and subscribe. And if you scroll down to the description, we have links for a cold storage wallet that I suggest on sale right now at Amazon, as well as all the equipment I use here at the studio, the lighting, the microphone, the camera. That gets asked a lot, as a lot of people enjoy the quality of the stream. So that's all there for everyone to check out. Of course, I pulled up the best prices on those things I could for everyone if you want to check it out. And lastly, for those of you that are struggling to find exchanges that trade in both Dogecoin and Vechain, two of our favorite coins here at the Bradley Assassin live stream, I do have a KuCoin referral code. You can check out that exchange to see if it's something you'd be interested in. Welcome back, Ian. Thank you, man. One of my moderators here at the Bradley Assassin live stream. Mr. Ian has been very generous with his time lately, making suggestions for the stream, ways to better the quality of the stream and the interaction for the community here. So I'm taking what he's suggesting to heart, and I am working on that. In fact, that's part of the announcement I'd like to make today for some upcoming videos that the Breadly Assassin live stream will be putting out. It's going to be a work in progress, and it's going to take a little bit of time because it's going to deal in ordering parts and of course making the videos and editing them all properly and stuff like that. But very exciting stuff. So that's where we are right now. I don't think I'm leaving anything out before we get into the news. So let's move right into the news. We're going to pop over to, let's see here. Pop over to our display capture and move into the very first coin market recap on the Breadly Assassin live stream of the day. And here you go, ladies and gentlemen. I'm thinking of a different way to do that. I think I might make it into they call it, anyway, it's not important, but okay. So the market cap has recovered to the tune of $1.5 trillion. That is a 7% increase over the last day. And as you can see, Bitcoin back up over $900 billion, sitting at just under $49,000. Ethereum at in the number 2 spot at $1,600. Binance in the number 3 spot at $245, up 13% from yesterday, by the way, ladies and gentlemen. Tether, the dollar coin, in the number 4 spot at $1. Cardano holding strong, very strong, in the number 5 spot. Cardano was very resilient to the correction yesterday as well, as it's recovered to $1.03, up 11% from yesterday at this time. Polkadot in the number 6 spot at $32.95. XRP in the number 7 spot at just under, 46 cents. Litecoin in the number 8 spot at $178. Chainlink, my number 2 favorite long-term investment in the entire crypto space, holding steady at the number 9 spot at $27.70, also up 12% from yesterday. And Bitcoin Cash rounding out the top 10. Moving down to some coins of note that we like to keep tabs on here, the Breadly Assassin live stream, are Stellar Lumens, just under 40 cents. Uniswap at $24.84. The ultra popular, they're very sexy Dogecoin, coming in at number 14 at 5.5 cents, recovering 22.83% from yesterday, ladies and gentlemen. That is why we always suggest buying the dip and not being afraid of the corrections. And there you go. You could have made 22% on your investment from yesterday to today at this point. Let's see, we got coming down a little bit. Coins of note, CRO we touch on lately here at the stream, back at 15 cents. We've got Tron at 4.7 cents. Theta at 3.29. I'm really getting more and more interested in Theta token, the Theta coin. There's some rumors of Netflix and stuff like that. Rumors are rumors, but they are the leader in the video sector of blockchain technology. Very interested in Theta. Might have to do some more detailed research on that. But moving down to the number 31 spot, my favorite long-term investment in all of the crypto space is Vechain, sitting at number 31 with a $2.7 billion market cap, up almost 9% from yesterday, but down 17% on the week due to that correction at 4.2 cents. In my personal opinion, a fantastic buying opportunity right now, as there are huge announcements we're expecting to see just right around the corner in March concerning Vechain 2.0, as well as Vechain, and lots of positive activity in the Vechain world. And then the graph, which I'm also invested in, down to $1.86. So that is the very first coin market cap recap of the day on the Breadly Assassin live stream. Vechain Baby says, my notification came in late even though I've been on YouTube. Yeah, I noticed some delay between YouTube and Streamlabs, and some shenanigans going on with there lately. Especially, a lot of my subs don't get picked up for the animations and stuff like that. So I've tried everything I could. I think it's just a delay between the technologies for now. Could be wrong. Mr. Ian Ninja Defender says, I made $300 since those went up. That's right. Buying the dips, those giant corrections that are very, very obvious, where you're not really guessing where the dip's going to stop. You know, you just take advantage of it being lower than normal, almost like buying at a discount. Usually plays out pretty well for the crypto space. Captain Vidic, welcome back, my friend. Says, do you have an email address I could contact you on? I have a great idea to grow the Doge community and exposure. Absolutely, my friend. I was really hesitant to give out that kind of information at first when I started this stream, because I wasn't sure how the community would settle. But obviously, you ladies and gentlemen have proven that we are all in the same boat here. So I'm going to go ahead and sign into chat and post my Yahoo email address, which is kind of like my public email address. And there it is, ladies and gentlemen. If you guys have any information you want to send me, or ideas, or anything of the sort, please feel free to send it to arkk21@yahoo.com. That is my kind of public generic email. I use my private company emails for business, but this should be absolutely fine. Okay, so moving on, since we touched on the opening coin market cap recap of the day, which is obviously easy to find, but I did some more digging, as I always do, so I can bring you guys some more information, and we're going to touch on that right now. So here we go. We're going to touch on Mr. Elon Musk's tweets. Now, like I said, last night I was digging for some news and getting preparation for today's stream before I went to work last night at midnight. And right about midnight, there was a gigantic, like $40 million volume increase in Dogecoin. And it didn't seem to come from Elon Musk tweets, because I triple checked. So we still don't know what that was about. Someone just decided to purchase a ton of Dogecoin on a discount. So that's good to know that that's happening without Mr. Elon Musk. But regardless, we still had some Elon Musk tweets come through. And these are both about 7 hours ago. Mr. Elon Musk tweeted a picture of the little Dogecoin on the moon, staking his claim, saying literally, as you know, literally Doge on the moon, and then came back there afterwards and said on the actual moon. And of course, that triggered the spikes that you can see on the Dogecoin today, especially on the graph, shows it very clearly. Lots of green on the graph today, and brought us up to about the 5.5 cent mark, which we are at right now. So that's good. That's always positive, showing you're very supportive of the coin still. So that's fantastic news. And then in regards to his tweets and his support, we're going to move on to businessinsider.com. shows, and I hate how they have this ticker at the top, but it reads, Dogecoin jumps 25% after a one-word Elon Musk tweet about the red hot cryptocurrency. And moving down a little bit, we have the little points of note. Says a tweet from Elon Musk sent Dogecoin's price soaring on Wednesday. The Tesla CEO fired off a tweet at 8 a.m. Eastern time with just one word that said literally. 10 minutes later, he followed up with another tweet on the actual moon. And then, of course, you can see it goes on to say that Dogecoin went up 25% at that point, over 20% today. And they touch on his support of the coin and his support of cryptocurrency and Bitcoin. Typical stuff they always comment on there afterwards. So that's a positive news in the realm of Dogecoin today. And we have a $5 super chat coming in from SR. SR saying, they are saying that the volume came from South Korea. One of their major exchanges allowed Doge to be purchased. We had a Korean in our Discord. Oh, fantastic for that information. You know, I was really curious and I could not find anything. So once again, the community coming through, Mr. SR saying that a major exchange opened up, started trading in Doge, and South Korea obviously had access to it. And that's where a flood of volume came in. And it was, like I said, it was right around midnight. I was watching it when it happened. It was super exciting, but I was going to work in like 10 minutes. So hopping on a stream wouldn't have helped anybody. But I knew I was going to touch on it today. But thank you so much for the super chat and the information from Mr. SR, ladies and gentlemen, notifying us that a major exchange started trading in Doge, and the influx of volume seemed to come from South Korea. Fantastic information. Let me touch on some question and answer real quick, some questions, and we'll move back into some more information that I dug up for everyone. And Roderick96 confirming Korea was allowed to buy Doge. So fantastic. An entire nation practically allowed access to the gorgeous Dogecoin. So very exciting. And Captain Vidic says to check Elon's Twitter bio. Okay, 1 second. All right. Let me go ahead and check that out. Mr. Elon Musk's Twitter bio. Right. Okay, here we go. If for those that want to check that out, we're going to pop back to the display capture. And Mr. Elon Musk's Twitter bio now reads Doge all day, Doge all night. All right. Seems to have fully swung his recent shenanigans to the tune of Dogecoin support. So very exciting times. Funny how you can go from 1 day of a bloody correction and so much uncertainty to absolute blast off in a 24-hour period. All right, and we touched on this. We touched on this article here, just commenting on Elon Musk's tweets and how it affected Dogecoin once again. And we pulled up a couple more points of some interesting information I pulled up that I'd like everyone to see. Here on this website reads, it's their cryptocurrency topics. It says Cardano running on hot steam, bounces above the $1 mark. And this was just a few hours, 7 hours ago. And it says Cardano at the time of writing this report was trading at $1.04, up 20% on the day. So as we touched on, same thing with Dogecoin. Many of the coins are back up, in some cases 20% on the 24-hour mark from the correction yesterday. Okay, and we got Cardano, the 6th most valuable crypto at the time of that article, obviously, is enjoying impressive gains amid record buying pressure from crypto investors. Such appreciation cited in the fast rising crypto asset pushed Cardano's market value to $32 billion, or 2% of the total cryptocurrency market value. At its highest, Cardano market cap was pegged at 35, well, it says million, but I'm assuming they meant billion. So obviously we're not too far off from the all-time highs of Cardano, regardless of the correction. So this is fantastic news for those of us that are invested in Cardano and have been monitoring the coin, as things are looking fantastic, especially with the hard fork that was expected tomorrow, maybe. I know it's like within a few days, which ultimately, anytime there's progress in the development side, it's always positive news. So we can expect to see even more upswing in Cardano in the immediate future. Okay, moving on, I'd like to show everybody this here. It was rumored that MicroStrategy was buying, and it was reported yesterday, $170 million worth of Bitcoin. But officially, it was confirmed and came out that MicroStrategy actually bought over $1 billion worth of Bitcoin yesterday. So let's go into some detail on this. As any news where money, institutional type money, is coming into crypto space is good news. And you can see here, after raising more than $1 billion to buy Bitcoin last Friday, MicroStrategy announced today that it has completed a purchase of approximately 19,452 Bitcoin, purchased for an aggregate price of $52,765 per Bitcoin. CEO Michael Saylor announced the monumental purchase via Twitter. Now, ladies and gentlemen, even after the correction and the sell-off, whatever you want to call it, whatever happened, and does happen, it's not an uncommon thing, but it leaves uncertainty in the minds of everyone. I'm pretty sure that a company like MicroStrategy, with someone at Michael Saylor at the helm, buying $1 billion worth of Bitcoin at almost $53,000 per Bitcoin, is pretty confident in their purchase. And if we're sweating over a few $100s or a couple $1,000s or whatever the case may be, depending on your personal situation, if they're confident enough to buy almost 20,000 Bitcoin at $1 billion, comes out to just under $53,000 Bitcoin. I'm more than sure they're completely assuming and are expecting the coin to gain value on a substantial level in the next year or two. So this is a very comfortable news for those of us that have been dealing with the dips. All right, so moving on, they just go on to let you know that they now hold over 90,000 Bitcoins, which is over $2 billion with an average purchase price of $23,985. So they've been investing in Bitcoin when it was substantially lower as well. But fantastic news to know that they're willing to buy almost 20,000 more Bitcoin at 52K a piece. I just thought people would like to know of this official word on the MicroStrategy purchase that happened within the last day. And since we are on the topics here and the news that I pulled up, this one was a little bit more difficult to find, but I'd like to touch on it as it's a little bit of a newer news, so to speak, in the Vechain world. And as you can see here, this is from February 9th, but I just got word of it yesterday because I love Vechain, and any adoption announcement is fantastic news for me. So this here is a partnership announcement. Company called Pixium Digital. There's a Pixium Digital partners with Vechain to drive innovation using blockchain technology. And it reads, Pixium Digital is thrilled to announce today that it has entered into a partnership with Vechain through which Pixium Digital Pte. Limited will work with Vechain to support supply chain initiatives. Wow, I can't read. Supply chain initiatives as Vechain global solutions provider. This partnership will combine Pixium Digital extensive expertise developing robust IT solutions with Vechain toolchain. So as we touched on that before, toolchain is Vechain's program and platform put in place to allow companies to switch over to the Vechain blockchain and network with ease. The two companies will collaborate to achieve common goals. It is through such partnerships that among many significant businesses value, Pixium Digital finds another agile and prestigious partner in Asia. And just moving down, it says about Pixium Digital. Founded in 2015, Pixium Digital Limited is an agile software development company with their headquarters located in Singapore, focusing on shaping client projects from ideas to successful project launch. So not obviously, McDonald's or Walmart or DHL, but it's adoption nonetheless. And just to show you that, from my understanding, there are over 1,200 projects right now waiting for the Vechain 2.0 to launch so that they can move their companies onto the blockchain. So March, from my understanding, is going to be massive for Vechain. So those that are invested and at least have a vesting interest in Vechain and would like to do some more research on that on your own, it looks like March is going to have some fantastic things coming for Vechain. Okay, back to the lecture at hand. Let me catch up on a little bit of chat. And like I said, we're going to have a little bit shorter stream today. I have a ton of work to catch up on. And the major announcement for the stream, for the channel itself, is this. A lot of people have been asking about the mining side of cryptocurrency. And for those that do follow the Breadless Assassin live stream, know that I've been mining in the crypto space for over 3 years. I didn't want to get into it in very much detail initially on the stream because it can get technical and very detailed, and I didn't want to confuse anyone, especially those that weren't familiar with the space, and it's just a lot of information. So what I plan on doing, I had to wait to make the announcement because I just got my brand new laptop in, and it's a really nice one. It's going to allow me to move some of my recording and streaming sessions into my workshop. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to start a multi-part video series on how to build your very own mining rig. I'm going to make it as simple as possible, yet very effective. Now, please understand, and I'm going to explain this in full detail once the video series starts coming out, that video cards are very difficult to get right now, and if you can, they're very expensive. As well as the hardware, everything right now is inflated due to the virus situations. And then, of course, mining as a whole is very profitable right now. But we're gonna have a multi-part video series coming out on how to build your very own cryptocurrency mining rig from start to finish in as much detail as I can, with being able to purchase almost everything from Amazon. I haven't decided and checked if I'm gonna. I think I can get, from the research I've done, I think I can get everything. The only questionable part, obviously, is a video card, wherein I might have to maybe get it from somewhere else. I'm already on lists for the video cards, and like I said, it's that bad right now. But I'm gonna do my best to make everything available on Amazon, so that I'll have links in the description where people, if they choose to start that hobby or look into it, they can simply click and order the same parts, the same thing, and then put it together. And then once we go from there, you'll see it in the description. I mean, in the videos that I'm going to be putting out, I'm going to show you where to research to find out which cards are profitable. I'm going to show you the parts you need. I'm going to show you how to assemble it. I'm going to show you the software that works best for me. Everything I can squeeze into a multi-part video series. So it's going to take a little while to get together, as I just got the laptop. I got the camera in. It's the same camera I use here, and I have a link in the description if you're interested in that. But I'm going to start ordering the parts. I'm going to record me ordering everything you're going to want to see, with no holds barred. And especially now, it's very, very difficult and very expensive. So I think launching a video now, in the first quarter of 2021, and letting everyone see what it's going to cost and how to do it, and everything that I can think of and everything I've learned over the last few years should be very helpful. And if you choose to venture into the mining side of it, hopefully that will bring some knowledge and at least some direction on where you can go do research and that sort of stuff in the mining industry. So that's why I'm going to have a little bit shorter stream today, because I'm going to switch my focus after this stream to the actual ordering some parts and breaking it down. And it's going to be a little different than my rigs, because, and I guess I'll get into this more during the videos, and I'll have disclaimers and explain everything. But like I said, I want to try and make it most of it purchasable through Amazon, and I want to keep it simple. Now, my rigs, I used server power supplies with breakout cards, and it's just, for those that aren't familiar, it can sound really confusing and look ridiculous. So I'm going to probably purchase your traditional power supplies and make it very simple and all that stuff. And it would actually be a first for me, because I've always used server power supplies and converted them and whatnot because of cost of power supply. So I'm going to keep it simple, but it's going to be very detailed and informative, and it's going to take some time. So if everyone will be patient, those should start coming out within the next few weeks, because like I said, I do have to order the parts and everything. But I wanted to record from finding them on Amazon, ordering them, let you guys know how long it takes, everything. That way I'm fully transparent, and hopefully the video will generate some knowledge and some information for people out there. So that's the big announcement I have for the actual channel and what's upcoming. So pretty excited about that. Okay, let's see. Mr. CHR asks, what's the best graphic card for mining? Yes, see, that's the thing, and I'm going to get into that on detail in the videos once we get to that point. But yes, the AMD Radeon 7 obviously is an amazing card, and if I could get my hands on them, I would. But in truth, it's not a card that's in production anymore. If you find them used, people are getting upwards of $2,000 and $3,000 for the card. They're performing it at upwards of between 13 and 14 mega hash on Ethereum, which is just crazy for the amount of wattage they put out. But I tell you what I'm planning on doing with this upcoming video series that I'm going to put out. My target card right now, as far as cards that are still being produced, which is what I'm going to focus on, because you can find V7s and those older cards that perform well and stuff like that on eBay and whatnot. But you will be buying a used card. You're not going to have warranties on them. You're spending a ton of money for it anyway. So my focus right now, and based on the research I've done, and like I said, I'll get into it, of course, for everyone on the videos, but I've researched the 3000 series NVIDIAs, all the Radeon stuff right now, because power is an issue for me. And I'm going to do the videos assuming that most people will be paying power. Of course, if you're not paying power, like I have a friend that mines, and he works for a doctor and he runs the cards at his doctor's office. There's another long story, but if you're not paying power, then of course you want to just go for the card that hashes the most, the best hash rate, of course. But for most people, you're going to be, in our situation, we will be mining from home. We're not going to be on commercial power, running a mining farm or anything crazy like that. So power is going to go into the consideration. And right now, the research I've done based on the, now you have to remember too, if you're familiar with mining, a lot of the new cards don't have BIOS mods and stuff out yet. But one of the most recent cards that has BIOS mods that we can get the power consumption down really low, that performs very well, and the card I'm going to focus on and try my best to get my hands on is the Radeon RX 5600 XT. Those cards seem to be the best bang for the buck, seem to be the most efficient and everything. And we'll get into that in detail. Like I said, I wasn't going to do it on the channel, but the multi-series video that we're going to be putting out as soon as I possibly can is going to get into all that in detail. That way I can answer as many questions as I can in the video line, instead of just trying to explain it here in the stream, especially for those that are not familiar with the mining space. But I'm excited. It's going to be another big investment. I'm not touching my setup. I decided, I thought about taking it apart and then rebuilding it. No, because I want everyone to have the same ability to be able to use to get their hands on the equipment and purchase the items that now, like even with the difficulty that's happening now, it's going to be like right now, this is what you can get, this is how you can get them, and boom. Like I think that's the best way to go about it. And if it costs me a ton of money, then it costs me a ton of money, but I feel confident that that's going to generate the best ability for people to make a decision if it's something they want to do or not now. Okay. So that's the exciting news for the channel, and I appreciate everyone being patient while I attempted to explain that. Okay, and that's happening soon. Like I said, I just got my brand new laptop. In fact, well, I can't turn the camera because I have it plugged in, but I had ordered another camera. The camera I use now, I got an identical one, and I bought a brand new Asus Tough gaming laptop. Like I splurged, and because I knew I was going to need some decent equipment if I'm going to attempt to make record sessions in my workshop. So that's here, which means now we just need to start ordering parts. And I didn't want to let anyone know the plans until I had some equipment in hand and could start doing it that way. And Arthur B asks, what's the best software for mining? And I'm going to get into that too on the videos, but in the meantime, I'm going to use what I've been using. Obviously there's lots of options out there, but because I work my rigs remotely, meaning I have a shed that I built, and that's where I keep my equipment, outside in a shed with a little cooling system. So I need to be able to access my rigs remotely. So I use a program called Simple Miner, and it's from simplemining.org. And what it allows me to do is log into the rigs remotely, where I can then adjust fan speed and monitor and adjust multiple rigs on one platform. It allows me to adjust the clocks and the memories and everything all in one platform, multiple rigs. And so that's why I use it. Now, the full disclaimer, it does cost like $2 a month per rig to use, but realistically, if you're using that software and have multiple rigs and multiple cards and yada yada yada, you're gonna make $2 in half a day on one card. So the cost I don't even calculate it into my cost at this point. But anyway, we'll get into that, and I'll show you why I like to use it. And they've always making improvements. They're always updating the software. They're always adding new miners. Like basically, Simple Miner is kind of like a hub for whatever mining software you choose to use. They have all the mining software built into it. You simply just go pick which one you want, and then you can make the adjustments from there. But I absolutely love that program. Not to mention, it's a Linux-based program, so you don't even need to install Windows on your hard drive or SSD, whatever you choose to be running your rig with. You can simply plug in the software, the program on a USB stick, boom, and it'll run. You don't even need a hard drive is what I'm saying. Or if you do choose to install it on a hard drive, you can, but you don't need to access it Windows style. You just let it run. It's super nice. And Mr. Jude Patrick Lopez. So what advice can you give us? Can we buy Cardano now or SEC? I would definitely still be buying Cardano right now, as with the hard fork coming in the next day or two, from what I understand, and so much positive news, partnerships on the governmental level. It truly looks like it's still a good time to buy Cardano. Mr. Samuel Hostetler, could you explain how do I change USD to Tether? Well, once you deposit funds from your bank or whatever source you are funding your exchange with, you simply purchase the Tether coin with your USD. It's basically like a stable coin. It allows you to move your money into a coin where you can trade the coin there afterwards. Jude Patrick Lopez, so will Cardano go up tomorrow? That's speculation, my friend. No one knows. No one has the answer to that. We completely assume Cardano is going to continue to improve in volume and price, as the project is amazing. It looks fantastic. There's a lot of positive news coming out for Cardano. It's very bullish. A lot of people are involved. So will it move up or down within a day? No one knows. Do I think it will be more valuable in the long term? Yes, absolutely. CHR says, in my country, I can buy an AMD 7. You telling me I should pay up to $3,000 for it? No, I'm not telling you should pay upwards of $3,000 for it. I'm telling you that's people are getting that much for that card right now. During the bear market, let's say a year ago, I think you could have probably bought Radeon 7s for $600 to $700. Towards the end of 2020, I saw some people selling them for around $800 and $900. And of course, now with the influx of money and how much profit you can make mining Ethereum, I see them going between $2,000 and $3,000. I personally would never pay that much for one, because it's just me. I just, your return on investment would be, I don't know. Let's see. Let's do some quick math. If one Radeon 7, just the card, we're not even going to calculate the cost of the rig and building it and everything else and power or anything, okay? This is just the card. Let's say you're getting 13 mega hash, okay? Hold on, I need to pull up some other... Keep in mind, this is just the card we're going to do right now. Okay, so one Radeon 7 right now, it will make you, on right now, this instance, and I calculate if you're paying 10 cents per kilowatt hour. Some people pay more, some people pay less. It basically be generating you about $10 a day profit, okay? So for you to get back, let's say you find one for $2,000, which is still outrageous, and I personally would not pay that. But it would take you, that's $300 a month, give or take. It would take you 15 months to pay just the card off. And that's assuming you can maintain at $10 a day, you know. So keep that in mind. That's why anything more than like a $500-$600 card right now, I will never pay. I don't even like paying that. But for the purposes of the upcoming video and the tutorials and the multi-series video I want to make, I just have a lot of trouble paying more than that, because for instance, let's see, let's touch on this again. Say we get our hands on some 5600 XTs, right? Which is what I plan to do. And this is assuming we're getting about 40 mega hash at 110 watts. It can be better. We're just going to generalize right now. So the 5600 XT, we're making about $4.50 a day. All right, so 4.50 times 30, that's $135 a month. And this is just a card. And let's say you can find some 5600 XTs for $400, which seems to be about where it is. Well, it would only take you less than 3.5 months to pay off a 5600 XT. That's why I'm focusing on trying to get my hands on some 5600 XTs, and that's what's going to be the focus on the upcoming video series for building, you know, your own rig and a mining rig. And we're going to go over return on investment, most profitable cards, everything. And according to my math and what I've done right now, it looks like the 5600 XT is the way to go. Okay. Like I said, this is going to be a little bit shorter stream today because I have so much work to get started on, so I can try and start making those videos for everybody. But we already have streamed for 41 minutes, so we'll stream for an hour today. Hopefully those that miss it can go back and check out the stream at a later date and get filled in on all that stuff. Let me try and catch up on some chat real quick. Mr. Ryan Litkenhouse says, I'm doing 50 a day on 33090s. 3090s are fantastic, man. Congratulations on getting your hands on those cards. People are talking about GameStop right now. I don't invest in stocks, so I'm not too sure that's good or bad. If anybody want to touch on that, that's fine. Mr. Jonas Valnas, welcome back. Do you think the wage transfers at the end of the month will affect the Dogecoin? Wage transfers. What are you referring to, my friend? Any news on Robinhood and the personal wallets? 2-3 days ago, we had a gentleman in the live chat here said that one of his friends was notified that some of the wallets are going to be starting created today. That was the last information I heard. Welcome back, Rock Fortune Records. CHR, thoughts on Ethereum, please. Where do you think it'll be at the end of 2021? Well, coming into the year, a lot of experts were predicting Ethereum to approach a $2,000 to $2,500 coin. And being that we've already touched on the $2,000 coin, if we continue to grow as the way we have been throughout 2021, it looks like there's a chance that Ethereum can become a $2,500 to $3,000 coin. Mr. Litkenhouse says they aren't even overclocked yet, right out of the box settings. Yeah, that's what I'm hearing about a lot of the newer cards. I don't even think there's some BIOS settings and stuff out for a lot of that newer stuff. Correct me if I'm wrong, but yeah, from what I've read and the research I've done too, it looks like a lot of people are just plugging them up and going. You know, obviously lowering the voltage settings and, you know, working on the clock stuff they have access to. But I don't think a lot of the new cards, especially the 6800, I mean the 6000 series Radeon stuff, I don't think has new BIOS settings yet either. Who's halting GME again? I certainly hope Robinhood is not, because they're gonna get, someone's gonna go bomb that place if they are. Prediction on Cardano. Yeah, we just touched on Cardano. It's as you can see, we have a ticker now on the main screen because it was so popular. Coming into the year, a lot of experts were predicting Cardano to perhaps approach $1 this year. And since we blew through that mark already and we're not even out of February, the new consensus is that it looks like it can approach a $2 to $3 card and more So things are looking amazing for Cardano. Litecoin looks like an amazing project, especially with there's a strong possibility that they will start getting some play on PayPal. And when that happens, obviously things are going to be very positive for Litecoin. ADA news soon too from Stan. We're hearing that the hard fork is within a day, maybe 2 days. So as soon as you see wallets being they usually say like under maintenance or that sort of stuff, we'll know it's happening. And of course, very exciting news, because that just means more progress and more adoption for Cardano. Mr. Rob Dale asking about Bill Gates putting Bitcoin under the bus. Yeah, I've seen that. He's always been a negative on Bitcoin, and that's fine. Whatever. He has his money. He can go throw FUD all he wants. Just like what Janet be yelling, Bitcoin. We don't care about these people that are paid to throw FUD, because the old generation and the old financial world needs it to stay the way it is. That's fine. We're not interested in those people, those negative people that don't understand blockchain and don't even know what they're commenting on. They're just paid to be puppets and throw FUD, so they do it. Only concerned about themselves and their financial world. But that's all coming to an end. Can't believe Robinhood is halting orders again. Bruh, someone's gonna burn that place down, bruh. What's wrong with those people? I can't believe that. That's so humorous to me. I mean, I'm not laughing for us, for our sake. I can't believe a company or companies are still pulling these kinds of shenanigans with people's money. Unbelievable. Mr. Steve Norris with the $2 super chat. We will bounce back bigger and better. Of course, we're already on our way back. The market's correcting, coming back, and you can see for those that bought in on the correction yesterday, a lot of people made 20% profits from yesterday. So if you were in a position to buy the dip, so to speak, yesterday, I'm sure it worked out very well for a lot of people. Flipping the Hustle asks, do you store your Bitcoin on a hot wallet like Exodus, or do you opt for cold wallet? I have both, my friends, depending on the coin. I have a link in the description to a cold wallet if you guys are interested in storing your coins off site like that. I personally keep my most of my Bitcoin and Ethereum on a cold wallet. I do have my Vechain on Exodus, so I can earn VThor, and I stake my ADA on KuCoin, so I can earn rewards there too. Again, I don't know if they are. Someone had just suggested that they might be. I don't use Robinhood, never have, but it sounds like the GME stock situation is causing more issues. Views on XRP, yes, absolutely. We touch on that often here at the Breadly Assassin live stream. And if we can get a graphic, please. Thank you, graphic gods. Looks like XRP is sitting just under 47 cents. Obviously very suppressed due to the SEC hearings and the dark cloud over their head due to the legalities. But I believe they are in hearings already. So if things work out in a positive manner for them, which it looks like they will, obviously you can see, I would expect to see an influx of volume and a continual rise in price over the next few months. It's not going to happen right away, because all that stuff has to get settled. They'll probably end up paying a fine at most, and all that has to be taken care of. So you can expect to see it continually rise. But like we always say when we touch on XRP, please remember that in 2018, January of 2018, XRP was at an all-time high of $3.50. So, you know, there's a lot of room for growth for XRP to get back to the heyday, and it looks like it certainly can, as long as they can get through these hearings. Okay. Back to the mainstream, please. Thank you. Don't forget to like and subscribe, ladies and gentlemen. It's the only way the channel continues to grow, and the only way we can continue to bring these gorgeous Breadly Assassin live streams from here at the YouTube channel. Also, it allows me to continue pulling all the news and everything I can possibly find for everyone every day. And then, of course, with the upcoming multi-series videos that we're going to be putting out on how to build your own miner from scratch, hopefully using almost all Amazon. That way everyone will have access to the parts. Of course, the video card is going to be the only questionable thing because they're so hard to get right now. I am on a lot of waiting lists and all that sort of stuff. So if something happens to come through and come in, I'll let you know. I'll let you guys know exactly where I got it. But I'm going to try and get it on Amazon. And bro, please tell me about Tron. Tron's fine. The low fees on the network are attractive to a lot of people. I don't have a ton of information on it outside that. I just know that the low fees are attractive. But you know, you can see the same for XLM. So I don't know too much on Tron as far as the fundamentals, but it seems like a fine project. Stephen Toth suggesting MBX allows people to make purchases in retail stores of crypto. Yeah, that looks interesting. They have a few cards, you know, with Visa coming on board and MasterCard coming on board. There's a few things like that. I'm trying to sort through the FUD or whatnot and find out which one is going to be the most widely accepted and the easiest for the consumer. But thank you. That's another option I can look into. Mr. Steven Johns, can you buy dwarf miners on Amazon? I don't know. I've only ever built my own rigs with graphics cards. As far as dwarf miners and like ASIC miners and stuff like that, I never got into because I was the whole ASIC miner, while they're amazing for a while, they get obsolete pretty quick, and I didn't want to end up with a $3,000 doorstop, so to speak. So I typically like having the option of being able to switch coins if need be, or sell a graphics card at a later date, or that sort of stuff. Amputee Adventures moving to Merida, Mexico, first week of April. Better weather than Michigan. Yeah, I bet it is. Stephen Toth, it's not a card, it's an app. Also offer a merchant service. Yeah, see, that's kind of the thing. When you're dealing with the public like we do all day, I'm trying to find a solution that's simple for them, because if a customer comes in and is interested in paying with crypto, I'm afraid that attempting to open an app and have them punch in their information and all that stuff, I'm afraid it's just going to be time consuming and uneasy for the consumer. So I'm looking for something in the space of instant transaction type thing and conversion for the credit card style, because the minute it becomes a hindrance for the consumer, it's going to turn them off, and it's going to end up a negative experience in the crypto space, and that's not what I want. Okay, so like I said, it's going to be a bit shorter stream than normal today. We normally stream for at least 2 hours and even longer on giveaway days. And speaking of giveaway days, for those that are new to the channel and those that aren't and just didn't know, on the Breadly Assassin YouTube page, we did release a video yesterday announcing the next upcoming giveaway. And the next upcoming giveaway is going to be this Friday, February 26th at 2 p.m. Central Time. We will be running a stream at that time where we will be giving away a brand new custom Breadly Assassin hoodie. In fact, let me see. I might be able to pull up an image for you guys. At least I thought it was here. Where is it, my friends? Oh, here it is. See this right here, ladies and gentlemen? Oops. Let me adjust this craziness. So this Friday, we will be giving away a brand new Friendly Assassin hoodie to one lucky subscriber in the Friendly Assassin live stream this Friday at 2 p.m. Central. So make sure you like and subscribe and turn those notifications on so you don't miss every time we go live, and especially don't miss your chance at completely free merchandise. And Mr. G with the $5.49 super chat says, thanks for answering my questions. Do you have any price predictions for Polkadot? I don't have price predictions for Polkadot, unfortunately, my friend. Polkadot's fantastic. You know, there's been a few quote unquote Ethereum killers to come along. And in truth, right now, the Ethereum gas fees are so ridiculously high. Polkadot's in a very good place. There are already lots of platforms and projects being built on Polkadot. So clearly, with its market cap being, you know, obvious, it clearly has a place and is clearly growing. So I think it's only going to get better in the long term for Polkadot. And yes, everyone is, as long as you're a subscriber, everyone is eligible to enter the contest this Friday, 2 p.m. Central. Don't forget, turn on notifications so you know when we go live. We don't want anyone to miss a chance at free merchandise, which is this Friday. And then we also do free giveaways. We've already given away over 2,000 Dogecoins here on the Bradley Assassin live stream. So there's much more of that to come if you guys are interested in that kind of thing. And Zakilla, yes, we touched on that yesterday. Zalika, I should say. It definitely looks like it's got a spot for the long haul, as it's going to be needed and being used in the entire crypto space and the blockchain space. So things are looking good for Zalika as well. $3GP meter, yeah, I got that for you, my friend. Let's see. I got a ton of images. You know what? Next, I'm gonna prepare that for tomorrow, and I'll send you a link to all the images. I have images from when the car was in pieces to when it was complete. I have everything. In fact, all my trophies too. I got a couple best of shows and got some pretty serious stuff going on with that car. So I'll try and get all that together, my friend. All right. Mike says ADA seems to be the most resilient in this market. It's definitely holding strong through all of this because the fork is imminent. It's happening within the next few days, from my understanding. A lot of people are trying to get in before any positive movement, or any more positive movement, I should say. And that's it, ladies and gentlemen. We've got about a minute left in today's stream. Like I said, it was only an hour stream today, as I'm going to take the rest of my afternoon to take care of some things with my normal company, and then start working on the upcoming video series where I plan on purchasing and building a mining rig from scratch. And I'm going to try and order and purchase most of everything on Amazon. So we will have links to all the equipment and everything that we use, with step-by-step instruction and explanation. Also, where to look to get the values on which cards are good. We'll have links to software I use, everything. Hopefully, it's going to take some time, like I said, so please be patient, but I will start working on them. And I wanted to get that going today and make the announcement today so that everyone will know that that's coming and have a lot to look forward to. So don't forget to like and subscribe if you haven't yet already. And also in the description, we have links to all the equipment I use, as well as some cold storage, a KuCoin referral link. And don't forget, this Friday, 2 p.m. Central, we will be holding a live stream where we will be giving away a brand new Threadless Assassin custom hoodie to one lucky subscriber. The giveaways are always completely free. All you need to be is a subscriber, which obviously is completely free. So we have that to look forward to, and we are very excited for more things to come to the Dogecoin movement, as well as the crypto space as a whole. So stay safe, everybody. Stay warm. Stay strong in the movement. We'll survive those dips. Just use them to your advantage. Consider it a discount. Thanks, everybody. See y'all tomorrow.